Like many of you, we've spent a lot of time at home. So much time at home, I built a new deck. What I realized was I built a deck that resembled the Polynesian. Of course, I have an obligatory Tiki there, but I need something for that wall. I need something to remind us further of the Polynesian resort, one of our favorite places on Earth, which of course is going to be closed until next year. Plus, there's a pandemic. So, well, anyway. I wanted to build a sign from the Polynesian, but I couldn't find what I wanted online. There's lots of signs that feature the little guy from the lobby of the Polynesian, or the signs like from the Great Ceremonial House, but I wanted the sign from Ohana, because Ohana means family. Something like that. Ooh, look, new logo. Nice. So, I pulled the screen down in the garage because everyone has a projector in their garage. Again, another leftover from quarantine. I had an extra projector. I had an extra screen that had been lying around in the basement for several years. Why not make a drive-in movie theater in your garage? So I stole a piece of wood from my neighbor. He was nice enough to be looking the other way when I took it, and traced out a rough sketch of the Ohana sign. Next, simply cut it out using a jigsaw, which took way too... Ooh, is it going to fall? Is it going to fall? Oh, it didn't fall. Luckily, the little helper wanted to sand some of the edges for me, so that was awesome. It's always good when your kids can help you make stuff. Look at that. He's going to be awesome. Boy, this really goes on a long time. Yes, sometimes it takes longer when they help, but man, it's fun. So, obligatory high five, little dude. Nice. Then I took the painstaking process of using a Dremel-like tool, rotary tool, to carve out around the rough sketch I made. If you look here, you'll actually notice that I have two of these rotary tools, and that's not because I'm efficient, it's because the one in my hand currently, the bit's stuck, and it's been stuck for several years, so that's why I have that one. And it still works, so I figured I might as well use it. Yeah. I don't really edit these things when I talk, so I'll fumble through the words all the time. But if you've made it this far through the video and seen my other ones, you get that by now. So now let's do some ASMR sanding, gouging, carving. Making those little triangle things was awesome and so much fun. But man, making those circles was so satisfying. So there you have it. If you've watched my Instagram, you saw that a week ago. Needed to finish it up, and one of the fastest ways to eat wood is with a paddle disc on an angle grinder. So this was just getting the remaining of the wood and putting some texture on the piece, such that it resembled the real Ohana sign. Well, as best as I can do. Again, Such a good piece of wood to find in your neighbor's garage after he left the garage door open and went to go get lunch. After I finished up all the sanding and the 6 hours of cleaning up all the dust that was all over everything, I put a quick coat of paint on it, white paint, and started giving the base colors for the sign. As you can see here, orange. So enjoy the next 35 minutes of me painting orange. Just kidding. I love time lapse. Does anybody remember where that orange came from? Check the first video on the Tiki drummer to see where that came from. Yes, I'm sending you to other videos. It's okay. You can watch them. It won't hurt. Too bad. We first dated Ohana in, I think, 2016, 2017. The first time we ever had the opportunity to stay at the Polynesian was for one of my wife's major birthdays. I won't say which one because this is a record on the internet and she doesn't want me to say. And I actually enjoy the company of my wife and don't want to get divorced. So, we love Ohana. We love the Polynesian. Obviously, I love Tiki things. I love the Tiki room. So this would be a nice addition. Again, I couldn't find something on the internet. I found one that was pretty close on, I think it was Pinterest or Etsy, but it didn't have the look I was going for. So, and it's cheaper to make it myself, let's be honest. If you haven't been to the Polynesian or Ohana, I highly recommend it. It's a great character meal at Disney. Good thing is you have plenty of time to think about it because it won't be open for another year plus. But hey, they're putting Moana in it, and well, she shows her belly button, so that's cool, I guess. I'm gonna say it. The Polynesian is by far the best resort on property, but also has the worst rooms. So an update to the rooms is not going to be a bad thing. By now, if you've watched these videos, you know I do a base color, base paint. I sand it to make it look older, and right now I'm just adding some different color stains to give it a weathered look and to make it look more authentic. If you saw the original paints, the orange was too bright, the yellow wasn't right, any of that. So this is a weathered stain. I think it's called Classic Battleship Gray. I'm adding that, and later I'm going to come in with some darker Kona color. Kona, who figured, right? To give me some of the pop around the edges. So what you'll see here is I actually added a little bit more gray than I anticipated, and it muted the colors too much. So here's the Kona color we talked about to give me that separation between the white and the orange and give it a little bit better look. Here's me standing in front of the camera, but that's okay. Here I'm just continuing to add layers, trying to make it look like it's been around a long time. This is going to be on our deck for quite a while, in the snow, in the rain, when it's the middle of winter and it's 7 degrees and I want to go outside and barbecue something, even though when any rational person wouldn't do that. Now, if you're quite familiar with the Ohana sign, you'll see some differences. I did a rough outline trace using the projector, but it doesn't have to be perfect. I'm never going to have this right next to it. This is something I wanted, something to help us remember all the fun times we have when we do go to Disney. Here I'm just using a dry brush with some white paint to bring some of the highlights and the white back. Again, trying to make those colors pop. The other thing I do just in here a minute is go back over the wording and some of the blacks and blues and then finish up the fire to really make them pop again. Sometimes when you're weathering things, you go a little too far, you got to come back. Those layers never hurt. They help you tell the story and make this look like it's been outside or existed for years. And it wasn't just a piece of wood that my neighbor was going to use to make a sign and sell on Etsy. Yeah, sorry about that, buddy. That's okay. So adding some flames, making it look a little better, and finishing it up. Finishing up some final details. See that big circle on the back? Wait till my next video. I got something. I made something. It's going to be awesome. It rhymes with hovercraft. Oh crap, I think I gave it away. Anyway, off camera, I put a coat of polyurethane, outdoor polyurethane, and now it's time to hang it and finish off the decor of our new Polynesian-inspired deck. I hope you enjoyed it. We sure like having the sign. Sure appreciate you watching. Look me up on Instagram, Gnarly Rocket, and we'll see you next time. Now, where's the rum?